Welcome back, everybody. It's Dungeons and Mad Mage. I was just pausing there to make sure that everybody was in the right place. I was like, did it work? So we had 8 vanish back to Eberron momentarily on the break,
So
right at the last second. So
I pay far too much money for this to still happen.
no, you did good. It's fine.
Someone's getting an earful.
All right.
Do you have Xfinity or something?
We are.
Like, are you with Comcast?
Those aren't things over here.
That's right. So we're ready to open the door. Are you ready to open the door?
Let's do it.
Yes.
So I don't know who it was that said Goblin Ambush, but Goblin Ambush. Whoever put $10 on Goblin Ambush, you nailed it.
I did. I
door-
turn to the skeleton before it fires, and I hold out my hand for the $10.
I had more health for that.
So the goblins on the other side, they see the door open, you hear ah, and then the twang of bowstrings as some goblins fire at 8. And I don't know if this is even possible for me to hit you. Let's find out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I will get.
I mean, a crit is an auto hit, right?
Yes, crit is pretty much the only way these guys can hit 8. So 8, you open the door, and yeah, exactly. Priarch shouts out, which is Goblin for hello, and a bunch of bowstrings snap, and 1. Oh my god, did I hit? Yes, I hit. I got a 24. So you take 8 piercing damage. The first goblin is the lucky one.
Can you stop this?
2 is a miss. 3 is a miss. 4 is a miss. 5 is a 21 miss, and 6 is also a miss. All right, one of them hit you.
What's your AC, Dave? 22?
22.
Oh, I was like 21.
So the first one just hits you in the face. The rest of them just bounce off of you, just like plinking like raindrops off your armor. That was their held action. Let's roll initiative. Yeah. And big ups to, let me see if I can find it. Big ups to Roger B. So Roger gave me this new macro because they noticed that during the previous adventures, for folks who are watching, who saw before, to do initiative, I kept opening up the full character sheet of the monster and then selecting the initiative roll right here. But there's a macro you can use to just click it and just click in it up here. You can't see this, but I added it. So now I can just go Goblin.
Wait, can't you just click on the name?
And then I click on the bugbear and I go initiative.
Oh, I should make myself some macros.
So much
Oh,
easier.
I just clicked on the skeleton name and it rolled initiative. The name Macaria skeleton rolled initiative.
The name Macaria skeleton where? Like in
the character sheet?
Yes. Oh yeah, no, same thing. But this allows me to not even open the character sheet.
Oh.
It's a global macro to just like click it and it auto rolls.
Sick.
Yeah.
I didn't know you didn't have that.
No,
I've had that for years.
I had no idea it was a thing. Yeah, I was just using the initiative off the character sheet. Yeah. This is the thing. I've been doing this for, like you said, doing this for years, and I still learn like lots of little things. Yeah, save me a click. So, yeah, there you go. All right, so Jewel, you are the first to react when you realize Goblin Ambush.
Yeah, Jewel doesn't want to run in there by herself with the Goblin Ambush. So,
a solid choice.
Yeah. Because that whole recent experience with acid, she was really tripping on that acid.
I was gonna say, yeah, Jewel had a bad experience with. I mean, to be fair, a 10-foot cube of acid is a lot of acid.
It's a big old vat of acid.
It's not a good amount of acid.
I think she's gonna either assume they're either gonna keep pinging 8 with arrows, or something's gonna come in to stabbing range. So she's gonna move up to, oh no, that makes it no one can get. She's gonna just move up right behind 8 and then hold her action. If anything gets in stabbing range, she stabs it.
Okay, so you move up, and if there's anything that you can stab on your turn, do a stabbing.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
Start with that. I would like to argue that she's using 8 for cover.
Yeah, you can't really use other people as cover in that way, but yeah, that's good. All right, Rin, you hear the soft plinking of arrows against.
I'm gonna step out here. I'm gonna
Yeah, you see a fuck ton of goblins as well as some bugbears.
It's another one of those situations where if I had a fireball, I'd use it.
Twirl.
I do not. So I think it's gonna be a good old vicious mockery on this one.
That one? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, the death mocking.
I'm gonna see if I can kill them with vicious mockery. Oh, it's an 8 damage one if
All
he
right.
fails.
Can the goblin save its life? Does it have the
From my
self-esteem?
sharp words.
No.
It gets a 6.
Yes.
So what do you say to the goblin that kills him?
I think it's just a pointed, pathetic.
And he looks at you and he's just like, "Ah," and he dies. Pathetically.
Got him.
Excellent.
And then I'm gonna step back behind this so I don't get plinked with arrows.
Excellent. Okay. So the bugbears and the goblins are going to try to soften you up first. So they all continue firing a second fusillade at 8. So in this way, Jewel, you are being covered in that 8 is drawing their fire. So this time only 5 attacks.
That was the plan.
First shot, second shot, third shot, fourth shot. That one's a 23, but not a crit. So if you,
Yeah.
you, Rin, I don't think Rin can. Oh, Rin, you can't see that. You can only see one goblin, and I started with those guys. You have to be able to see the target of your.
Oh, it looked like I could see him when I stepped out like this.
Yeah, but you when they started firing on their turn, you were back there.
Yeah, I was.
Yes. So the goblin
This
that
is
just
the
rolled a
custom
23. I'm asking if you. I was gonna ask if you wanted to roll your.
Oh no, I can't. Yeah, I
yeah.
have to be able to say, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just working backwards through the goblins. Okay. That one missed anyway. Okay, so 8, you take 5 damage. And how many have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one more. The very furthest goblin. Pew! Gets a 5. Nice shot, goblin. Okay, so the goblins, they have gone. And then their big buff leaders rush forward to bugbear you. Their morning stars that come running up and swinging out their weapons. So Morningstar the first. Ooh, nope, it's a 21 unless they have some kind of. Nope. Okay. Damn, that would have been 18 piercing damage. And then
They've got like a sneak attack thing, but not like a...
It's only if they attack in the first round of combat. They deal extra damage, but it's not a bonus.
Yeah.
And then the second one takes a swing and gets an 11. Okay. 8, it is your turn. You have 2 burly combatants. It is your turn.
Barely.
And yeah, you got them in front of you. Go ahead.
Wait, so that one that only got a 21 on its roll, you can say it, but barely.
Get out of here.
Okay, so question for shield mastery. I believe the reading of this is when I take, or if I have taken the attack action on my turn, I can do the shield shove. And when the way that multi-attack is when you take the attack action, you attack twice. So I can't attack, knock over, attack on the ground.
It's when you. That's right. Yeah, it's like when you make the attack action, then it triggers both. You do both attacks, and then you do the shield thing. I think.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I just wanted to check because it would obviously be great for me if I could do that, but it doesn't.
Right, because it's I believe that's the intent. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I will attack the one.
Yeah, that's Chad's got it right. It's after both attacks. It doesn't interrupt the attack.
I suppose I'm going to attack the one to the left of me, the top left.
Yep, the north one. Yep.
With this javelin.
Okay. You stab him with the javelin.
Oh, nice damage. Max damage, in fact.
Okay.
We'll attack him again. Is a 17 a hit?
Yes. Yeah. Barely, but it is.
Bug belly, please.
God damn it.
And I will use my
Big slam.
bonus action to knock him over.
And it's a strength save?
It's a shove, so it's athletics or acrobatics.
Sure, he doesn't have either of those.
Versus
I got a 15. Okay, yeah, you knock him prone.
I get a 16.
down you go. So yeah, just stab, and then slam with the shield. He hits the wall and tumbles over sideways.
Yep, he's also marked.
Floor bear. Okay, good.
Cool, that's it.
We're gonna have a bugbear rug.
For like a rug bear. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Okay, Macaria's skeleton, which is different from the skeleton inside of Macaria, and
True.
fires at whatever. So this is where the robot thing kicks in. It fires at whatever 8 is attacking, which is a prone target, which means he has disadvantage because he's prone and it's a missile attack. It couldn't be helped. Yeah.
All right, so
It's still worth it. He does better.
Yeah. So you go ahead and roll.
6.
He gets a 6. Yep.
He
So
tried. All
He
right.
fires. That's one of his. When you retrieve arrows, you get half back rounded down. Everything's rounded down. Yeah. So he has 5 arrows.
Yeah,
He loses
so
one. You
4
want
now.
him to shoot one more, so he gets one back. Okay, it's your turn, Macaria. So he fires at the bugbear, but misses because he's down on the ground, bounces off the wall.
I look at my skeleton and there's like a in my face. And then I look back at the fellows that are attacking 8 and what do we want to do here?
There's one on the floor. He looks like a pretty good target for Toll the Dead. He's very badly beaten.
Fuck yeah. He's looking rough. Why did it roll twice? Anyway, DC 15 wisdom save.
Okay. The bugbear gets a 14.
Well, then he takes 9 necrotic damage.
Okay, so here's what happens. The bugbear dies.
Mm-hmm.
He is dead. He grabs his heart as it beats its last. He staggers back, slides. He's already on the ground, so he flails a little bit, and then his skull bursts open and his brain leaps out.
Oh shit!
Fuck.
Good.
So his skull cracks open, and with a spray of blood, covered in chunks of skull, two little arms, and then a brain just bursts out.
Ugh.
And and now there's a.
Yeah, well, guess what, Intellect Devourer? I got a magic weapon this time.
Okay, so let me.
In that case, I will use my bonus action to tell my skeleton, never mind the bugbears, shoot that brain. And
Shoot that brain. That's my favorite game show.
yeah, he'll go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shoot That Brain.
Shoot that brain
All right.
with your host, the Intellect Devourer.
Oh my god, damn it, now I want to watch like an Underdark game show. It's like an illithid in like a little bow tie.
Yeah, like a bow tie, like a suit. The contestants are like a drow, a Duragar, and a Neblin.
Have you seen? Do they have the show The Chase over there?
And
I'm
occasionally they have to
familiar
go
with
through-
it. Yep.
Okay.
Because that would be a great one. Because like when the person catches up with it, they obviously kill and eat them instead.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Occasionally they have to run through the gauntlet, and there's like 2 adventurers they captured a long time ago that live in there.
Amazing. Shoot that brain. All right, Jewel, it is your turn. There is a
Step.
small brain
Yeah.
and a big bear.
She remembered the story that they told her of the brain that was very bad. So
Yeah.
that brain's getting a
love bad
big old
brains.
short sword to its head.
Okay.
Hopefully. Unfortunately, I don't have advantage on this.
Okay.
But 15.
You hit it. You hit the brain.
Okay. And I have someone next to me. So I get 19 damage.
Okay. Excellent. You stab the brain. The brain is hurt.
It's still wriggling.
Oh yeah, it's still alive. Yeah.
Oh, I dislike that. So bonus action, stab it with the dagger.
Okay. Yeah, offhand.
Yep.
That is a hit. Yep.
Oh, okay. Without 2 piercing damage.
You slay the brain.
Oh my god.
However, when you kill the brain, it cracks open and a smaller brain jumps up. No, that doesn't happen.
Oh god. The Matryoshka brains.
It's an intellect devourer. So we're gonna be here a while. There's like
a small mouth.
18 levels of intellect devourers. So yeah, stick
And
around.
that's why it takes you from level to 5 to level 15.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Skewers, shish kebabs.
Skelly Boy's not gonna do anything.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't gonna leave that there. I'm really
It actually wasn't going to anyway because the target was dead. So
to bonus action. Disengage and move
you
back.
already
behind me.
used your bonus action
Oh, I
for your
already used
second
my
attack,
bonus
so I think you're
action,
done.
yeah, that's her turn. She stands there.
Okay. Rin, it's your
Blades
turn.
in hand.
It's time to mock that goblin. I step
I had forgotten about all the goblins.
That's goblin.
I step into the hallway and I mock the next goblin in the main hallway there.
Like this one?
Um,
Okay, you're just
yeah.
going front to back. Okay,
yeah,
do it.
just vicious mockerying that goblin.
Not enough to kill this goblin,
Not enough
even
to
if
kill
he
that
fails.
goblin, unfortunately.
This goblin rolls a 13, and so is mocked within an inch of his life.
Yeah. And
But
then I step back
is
behind
still
the
alive.
step
Okay.
back behind me.
And vicious mockery gives you disadvantage, right?
Yeah, it does, yes.
All right.
Yeah, so rolling first. I
All right,
guess.
so let's start with that one. So the goblins are now going to adjust their fire. They're going to shoot at Jewel this time because Jewel is not fighting a bugbear and is not covered in armor.
Sorry.
So the first one shoots with disadvantage. Gets a 15,
It's a miss.
which is a miss. Yep. And then there
AC.
are 1, 2, 3, 4 more.
Mm.
So let's do that. Here we go. 1. I got a 23.
That hits.
So you take 4 damage.
Okay.
Do you want to use your ability? Make it 2.
Against 4 damage? No, because I know that they can deal more.
Yeah, there's 1,
And
2,
there's
there's 3 more to go.
3 more.
Yeah.
So probably a d6 plus 2.
Yeah.
and 5. So I mean, I guess round it down anyway. But
What do you think? You can take the 2?
No, I took the 4 already.
I took the 4? Okay. All right. Good, because the next hit is for 8.
Cool. I'll have that one.
There you go.
no, I take it then. It's fine. I just take that.
And then the last one is a 19. Wow, I'm rolling great. 19 for
Oh,
4
so good.
damage.
Oh, gosh.
And that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I got one more. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Hmm.
5. Yep, one
You
more.
might need to be a short sword fighter for you after this.
Kablamo! That one's a 10, so it misses.
Oh, thank Lord.
Okay. The bugbear swings at 8 and gets a 13. All right. Good. The Intellect Devourer is dead. 8, it's your turn.
Okay, I attack him. Javelin, javelin, javelin. Is a 16 a hit?
Yes.
Okay. I mark him, just
Okay.
in case he gets any funny ideas. I miss, I
Yeah.
think,
13 is a miss. Yep.
and I push him over.
Okay. He gets a 22.
Go down so Makari can heal
He
me.
does
doesn't
not get knocked down.
That's fine.
Okay.
I've already used those 2 things. Okay, yep.
What was the skeleton's last command? Shoot the brain? He shoots the brain. Punk. The brain is super dead if it wasn't before. Makaria, it is your turn. Would you like to give him a new command?
Yes, I say you're an idiot, and then I resume with the command of shoot what 8's fighting. Or like shoot anything that attacks a party member. Is that a good one?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that.
So he'll get to choose.
Sure, you can
Yeah.
roll a die. And then I will. This guy's prone, right?
No. Marked.
No, it's-
Marked, but not prone.
Marked. The net is a mark. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have like an M I can put on him or something. Let's see. Is there another thing that looks good for a
Just put a smaller version of me. over there.
hunter's mark? Yeah. I like
I'm going to toll the dead again. Ooh. Please.
Oh wow, that's a big toll to dead.
Please,
Okay.
please.
And that's on the
don't-
bugbear?
Holy crap,
Yeah.
that's a huge toll to dead.
It's
Okay.
DC 15 bugbear. Please be unwise.
I got an 8.
Yes,
Yes!
24 damage.
Supremely dead. Just so super
Fuck
dead.
yes.
Nice roll.
And as before,
Good.
so this time,
Surprise, it's a brain!
ha! His head pops open, and an Intellect Devourer emerges. So let me
Shoot
roll.
that brain begins again.
That's right. Everybody, get ready for round 2 of Shoot That Brain. And oh, actually, that's really good that I rolled poorly because Makaria, your turn is over. Yes.
I believe so, yes.
That can't be how that works.
Yeah. When a new monster comes in, you roll initiative for it.
For it next round. Oh, fine.
It's the next time
Wow.
its initiative comes up.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. You're good, Makaria? Okay. All right. So, the Intellect Devourer. Listen, 22 armor class, I have to challenge you somehow. You can't just win every single fight and not take any damage.
Yeah, I guess.
It is going to attempt to devour your intellect. Make that DC 12 intelligence save, big boy.
Intelligence save. I use my shield to.
No, you
interpose-
don't.
Hey, did I ever get inspiration at any point?
No,
In the
not
last session.
since the beginning of the session. No.
Fuck!
Okay. All right. So you take
Great.
Don't you dare.
9 psychic damage,
Oh,
and then failure. Roll 3d6. I got a 13.
Oh no.
Okay. So
I'm going over here.
so 8 is stunned. Jewel, it is your turn.
She's gonna stab it.
Okay, do it.
Oh, dear. All right. I'm stunned.
13.
I have no intellect.
13's a hit. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
For 18 damage.
18. Okay. All right. It's still alive.
Because I think sneak attack still works. Yeah, an enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it.
Mhm.
And then offhand dagger. Come on, get that, stab it again.
12 is a hit. Yep.
Okay, ignore the sneak attack for another 2 points of damage.
Oh, you almost kill it. So
20?
you slash it for they have 21 hit points.
Damn it.
Okay, that's all right. Rin, it's your turn.
Don't worry, I got this.
Oh, and I can clear the bug.
Mockery.
Okay. You're gonna mock the brain.
I mocked the brain.
Do
Mock
not
that
mock the
brain.
brain. The brain is wise and strong. Okay. So DC 15 wisdom save.
Yep.
It gets a 9.
Yes.
So you
Die,
mock-
brain.
You mock the brain and it
My
dies.
words are poison to your intellect.
You mock the brain and and now it is dead. The brain is
Yep.
dead. You
Got
have,
it.
You have slewn the brain.
Did it. That's my whole turn.
Okay, good stuff.
I really need a rest so I can get my spells back.
You're a stupid brain. Okay, so now Danger Kitty gets some more goblin shots. So 1. I got an 8 and I miss. 2. An 18, which is a hit for 3. Goblin number 3, a 23 for 4 damage. And that's 1, 2, 3. So I got 2 more. Another short bow. A miss. And the last one is an 18 for 7.
I can't stop any of them because I can't see the targets.
Yeah. I'm just Jewel. Do you use your thing on the?
Yeah,
7?
on the one that hit me.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I actually shouldn't have had sneak attack on it because he still counts as a creature within 5 feet of me for the swashbuckler one.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's fine.
Okay.
It's not such a big deal. And then there you go.
So 7 halved,
Yes. So you
So-
take another 3.
rounds down 3.
Yeah.
Oh dear, I
Yeah.
have very few hit points.
Nice, Dave. Okay. Makaria's skeleton was commanded to attack anything that attacks the party, right? And it's got
Yeah.
its bow, so
Uh-huh.
it's gonna attack a goblin.
I think it's got like 3 more arrows.
Yeah, it does. Do you want to roll for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
23.
Why is there echoing now?
What?
There was an echo for a second. That was really weird. Okay. Yeah, you hit one of the goblins for 8, and it is killed.
Sick. Good job, Scaly
So
boy.
that would be the one most directly in front of it. So it is dead. Dead and dead. Okay, there you go. Makaria, it is your turn.
It's my turn. So this looks familiar, the thing with 8, right?
Yes.
8 has 0 or whatever intelligence, and we last time figured it's not possible to fix it until we go to a good. Excellent. I'm leaving you here to die.
I mean, it's fair. It's quite an expense. I'd be
It's
really
more
upset.
getting you
Probably.
out of this dungeon than it is the expense with the money that we have.
You didn't bring like a push cart, like a dolly?
No.
Can you put put 8 in the bag of holding? You could just throw 8 in the bag of holding.
Lesser restoration as a cleric.
It has to be greater restoration.
Oh.
Yeah, and I don't have that. That's 5th
In the
level.
bag.
Now I've house ruled before, and I will talk about it after the fight.
Okay, anyway.
People might remember Berg the Rug if they've watched Court of Swords, but we'll talk
I
about
can see this fellow like entirely. I can see this fellow entirely.
Yeah, I mean the walls are where the line is. Like you can see him enough for a line of sight spell. He'd have cover for a attack roll.
Okay, well, I'm just doing a Toll the Dead, so get DC 15.
Okay.
Don't be wise. Be unwise.
This goblin, it's not even about wisdom, it's like self-esteem. Let's see. Or I guess for this, it's Toll the Dead. It's like grave
Wisdom.
grasp. I got a 1.
Okay, well, he takes 8 necrotic damage if he hasn't
Super
been hurt
dead.
before.
He has an aneurysm and dies.
Good. Starts bleeding out of his
Bong.
nose.
Yeah. Dead.
Good.
Anything else, Makaria?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Jewel, it is your turn. You've been poked with arrows.
Jewel does not feel so good,
Mhm.
but she also hears, I think, in the back of her mind, Makaria saying, "Embrace the cold hand of Merkel, and then I may choose to bring you back." And she's like, "Well, I got 9 lives, maybe." So she
That's the best way to do it.
move 15. Yeah, so I can get up to this
Yeah, get in
lovely
there.
one here. I think she's here. So no, it doesn't AO her.
Mhm.
Boy, does she hope that's it. Stabbing tabbing time.
Okay, do it.
No, that's the dagger. Wrong one. There's nothing next to it, so
Mhm.
she gets that 13.
You miss.
I miss. Offhand dagger.
Okay. That's a hit.
21.
There you go.
Okay, this one does get the sneak attack.
Oh, Jesus Christ, does it ever?
So she's like, "Oh, you want to dodge this?
I think what
Here's
happens-
the dagger."
Yeah, I think what happens is you go over his head and he ducks and he looks up at you and he's like, "Haha, you missed!" And you stab him in the face.
Yeah.
Ah! And he dies. Okay, cool. That one's very dead. Rin, it's your turn.
It's time to keep mocking goblins.
Okay.
Same goblin as last time. Gets the sweet mockery treatment. Eat another 4 damage, please.
Okay. all right.
Hopefully. If you fail.
And this is
you're
the same one you mocked before.
Same one, yeah.
Okay, he gets a 7 and he dies. He dies of
Yes,
mockery. He
die, goblin.
mocked to death.
And then I'll move up to here, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. All right. The remaining goblins, of which to say there is one, runs the fuck away. Yeah, to God, that goblin flees. Flees away.
Are we done with the turn order?
Yes. Yeah, there is no one else. There's no one else to attack you. That goblin has fled. So here's the thing for this thing. So the way that the Intellect Devourer's ability works is that I will post it so you can all read it and then I'll read it out for everybody. So the Intellect Devourer targets a creature that it can see that has a brain. It deals, it makes an attack. They make an intelligence saving throw. They take 2d10 psychic damage. On a failure, we roll a 3d6. The total equals or exceeds the target's intelligence, reduced to 0. They are stunned until it regains at least 1 point of intelligence. Now, it does not say that that intelligence comes back on its own.
No.
Right? It is assumed, then, I guess, that you need to cast a spell to recover it. Right?
Or put on an intelligence headband or whatever.
Would that work?
Yeah,
You would no longer
That's
be
a
stunned.
really good idea.
that's a really good
We
idea.
should
If you
carry
had a
that.
head, if you had a headband, because what those items do is they make your intelligence 19 or whatever, right?
Yeah, we should just carry one around and just be like, here you go.
So if you just put it on, it would make your intelligence go from 0 to 19.
And then you wouldn't be stunned anymore.
However, if you ever had that item get taken off,
Then you
die.
would be
But I
stunned.
think you can't attune because you're stunned.
Could you attune and not be wearing it?
You could cast one of those buffs that give you a bonus to your intelligence, which would
I
bring you
could-
back and unstun you. But as soon
I
as that
could
ran
cast
out,
those. Yeah.
You can't. That's not a spell anymore, is it?
Yeah, it is. It's a like you can do like wolf's cunning or fox's whatever.
Yeah, they just give you advantage on saves.
Yeah.
I don't know.
do
what
they?
the
They don't
fuck
give you a
They
bonus.
don't
to your
actually
stat.
give you a
Okay.
bonus.
Not anymore.
But if you had an ability that gave you a bonus to your stat,
We don't have
Right.
greater restoration. That's a 5th level spell, y'all.
yeah, greater resto is a
Not
greater-
5th level character, 5th level spell.
Yeah,
How much does a bag of holding hold? Because I think you should put me in the bag.
yeah. I think we play it. I think we play it by as written. So let's talk about the
Yeah,
bag because
that's
I've done
fine.
it before where like you get a point back every long rest. But I think we do it the way we do it. So
No, you can't fit me in the bag. I'm too heavy.
you're too heavy. Well, what if no? Because like by default you're too. Yeah.
See,
you're too
I
heavy.
could. The thing is like I could make 4 zombies. The zombies have 13 strength.
Like
just
pall-
like
pallbearers.
like
They could be
palanquin.
pallbearers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
That would be the
so-
only way we could get them out.
So I am willing, if you would like, if 8 needs to stay there and I need to play another character temporarily, if this is going to be an untenable situation.
No, we can get him back up.
I don't
the-
think it's
No,
untenable.
we can get them back
Like,
up. We're just
we
gonna.
could spend 15 minutes being like, we do these next couple of things. We go to the temple. We get you restored.
Yeah. It's
Well, I mean,
fine.
creating four new zombies. How many
It will
days
take-
does that take?
But what I'm saying is that like we can resolve it. It's not.
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, fair enough. I was just saying that would be.
Also,
probably-
I'm not just gonna leave 8 there. Like it's just not gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Right.
I would, but you know.
Jill wouldn't either. He just saved her life.
Okay, just like in order of operations, I could make one more right now. After a long rest, I could make one more and renew so I can make 3. Would 3 13 strength creatures and maybe one of us be able to carry 8?
The problem right now is that, and this is the thing, like you make a zombie and the zombie is medium, even if you made it out of a tiny creature.
Yeah.
Like zombie goblins wouldn't be big enough.
There's
'cause they're
bugbears.
small. Yeah. You can make, there's 2 bugbears,
Yeah,
2 headless bugbears, but bugbears
it's
nonetheless.
fine.
Yes. So yeah, somebody, the skeleton and the 2 bugbears could do it.
Okay. Well, then we just have to take a long rest and we can carry him out of here. Can I, Jewel, in character, Makaria, like, you're showing how wounded you are. How many hit points do you have?
I have 3. Are you gonna try and hurt me for 3 points of damage?
Yeah. I want to act like, I feel like this is like kind of an experiment, right?
As
like
a
Makaria
player, I'm
comes-
okay with Makaria doing that. I don't think Jewel would consent to it.
Okay. All right.
So if you want to attack her, like you can. As a player, I will not be upset.
Ooh, I feel like like what's Rin doing?
You could psychically
probably
command the
trying
skeleton.
to-
You wouldn't even see it coming. You get sneak attack.
No, I don't need to command the skeleton. It's 3 damage.
Probably trying to figure out how I can get 8 moving again.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wait a
so
Gonna loot some arrows.
I would have the skeleton resume following me as its command.
Okay.
And then I look at Jewel, who is like bleeding and very injured and
Like-
looting arrows.
Yeah, picking stuff up. Ooh.
And I'm going to look around at Rin. What's something I can do that's somatically like quiet? Do I have something that's not somatic or verbal? Sorry, do I have something that's not
Good
verbal?
question.
Everything's verbal.
Most spells are, yeah.
Oof. It would have to make a sound.
What are you trying to do?
I want to
She's
kill
trying
her.
to hurt Jewel so she can
Why?
heal her
So I
better.
could bring her back to more health.
Oh, this is like that movie where the kids all like killed themselves to see another dimension or whatever.
If I kill
Stupid
Jewel,
movie.
I can give her more hit points
Yeah.
You
than
could
if I
also just
don't.
wait until inevitably something else kills
But
her.
it's fun. Because we're gonna be resting here. You're just gonna rest. You're gonna get your hit points back. It's more fun if I get to kill you. as
It's
a
up to you.
character.
As Lauren understands, Jewel will be a little bit miffed.
No. That's the thing. It's like, would I do that to someone in my own party and try to explain it? I just don't think I could.
no.
I feel like she thinks about it. She thinks about it. She comes up next to you. She's like watching
You're
you.
like
stuff.
about to toll the dead.
I'm like doing the like somatic components for Told the Dead, and then I look back at Rin. And I'm just like, oh, I can't.
Jewel like pops up. She's like, I got some arrows for your zombie or skeleton. Just hands them to you.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right, so let's see how many arrows the goblins had left. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many goblins did we schmurder?
It's 5.
There were more
one
than
ran
5.
away.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't remember.
Oh, no, there were 5. Yeah, there were 6 originally. Okay. So let me roll and see how many they have. The skeleton can carry up to 20. Okay.
He gets 20.
He's got 20. Yeah.
Okay.
I will take the other 3.
Nice. Yeah.
I'll just have
the
my
skeleton
crossbow
also. The
bolts
skeleton
be
also gets
20.
1 more back from.
But he can only carry 20.
Yeah, but Jewel can keep 1 more. So
Oh, you
Jewel,
get
you have
4.
4, and the skeleton has.
You would see as well that 8 has a quiver of 35 arrows, like on their belt.
Are you feeling all right? And I like gently poke at one of your wounds.
You had an arrow in there.
I got stabbed and acid. It's just like still like acid probably dripping off her. She's like, it's been a long day,
I could help.
but it's been very exciting. I know when I fall down, I'm sure you'll heal me then.
Yes, well, we could do that right now.
But there's nothing killing us.
It would only hurt for a second.
Macario,
What? At least I asked. I thought about not asking.
I thank you for asking to kill me, to heal me.
Mm-hmm.
I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that.
Do we have a method for getting 8 out of here? Because I don't.
What
I
did you do
I
to
touch
Ivy?
one of
My
I touch one of the bugbears and I'll cast animate dead on it.
Skeleton or zombie?
Zombies are stronger.
Okay.
Zombie.
All right. So I will create you a zombie. So the way that we do the way we make new undead that Macaria can control is I find zombie in my list. I open up the zombie and I think I go to edit and I go duplicate. And when I click duplicate, it creates copy of zombie. And copy of zombie, I go in and I edit copy of zombie and I put it in Blue Jay's journal. And I change copy of zombie to Macaria's zombie. And then I save the changes. And then when I drag, and I'm actually going to rename them so they show up in the initiative order as Macaria's zombie.
Cool.
Macaria's zombie. I save that. And now when we drag it, Macaria can control.
Sweet. Yeah.
that
So I
zombie.
go up to the bugbear in front of 8 or in front of Rin and I touch it and it like lurches up and I'm like, these fellows can carry him. We might need 1 more. He's very heavy.
Right. Well, we'll have to take him back to the temple. Get a restoration cast.
Is that like a scroll we can pick up or something?
It would be quite expensive.
Oh, probably.
And I don't think I would be able to cast it. Unfortunately, there are things that are yet beyond my grasp.
I have faith that you'll get there someday.
Thank you. Anyway, don't you have that hut thing? we can drag 8 into it and you can get better, and then we can have these lovely fellows, and I pat the skeleton on the shoulder blade, carry him back to the rope. If we can remember where it is.
I'm sure we can find it. So you need time to cast another one of those?
Yes.
All right, then I suppose we wait. I'm not going to leave him here.
Yeah, and now that you're in the room, you can actually see up into this area. So there's a short hallway down here. There's another hallway here. There's the way the goblin ran. There's another hall here. Like you're in an intersection. And to your left, and this is actually significant now that you're actually in the room. You can see in the north end of the room, I think, Makari, you can see, there is an obelisk, a 14-foot tall granite obelisk with a lidless eye carved near its top on the south-facing side. The bottom half, the bottom half of the obelisk is covered with dirty, bloody handprints. Wide alcoves surround the obelisk to the west, north, and east. They contain a dozen goblin beds made of bundled rugs and torn fabric. So yeah, big. I'll draw one. I'll draw a cool.
Yeah. Does the like unlidded eye and the bloody handprints, does that signify any kind of like religious ritual to me?
You can make a religion check if you want.
Sure. I keep clicking the skeleton instead of my own
skeleton does not have a good religion stat, no.
I mean, it couldn't tell me even if it did. 20.
This is definitely a religious object of some kind, and the touching is like touching an idol of any kind, right? Like,
right.
It seems to be just the pawing. They're like prehistoric monkeys, and they just want to learn how to kill each other with jawbones. They're gonna throw it up in the air, and they found it on Jupiter. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so yeah, big black obelisk, and the goblins are worshiping or something, but touching it is part of their ritual behavior.
And can I ascertain what a lidless eye might be a symbol of?
There's so many things that use a lidless eye. Like
okay.
This obelisk could mean Gonadar. It could mean the Illuminati. Like there's a lot of different lidless eyes.
Right, of course. Well, we best.
What if they were eyes on the inside?
That's right. Yeah. Some say cosm. It depends on how you want to pronounce it.
I mean, Vecna's got an eyeball in their thing as well.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
We best look around and see if there's any pressing danger before we cast whatever dome thing. Can you still do that?
Yes.
Right. Okay, well, I will have my creatures, I guess, follow me around. Whenever I try to like drag, I have to click and hold, and it makes
it's okay. I have that same problem too, where you like select a bunch of things and it does the pulse. Yeah.
So I saw these guys. What's up with these guys over here?
So over there, you see an additional body of something you have not seen before in this area. So in this section, there's a broken stone table that seems to be knocked over. There are the corpses that you recognize, right? The ones that you saw. And then there's another corpse riddled with goblin arrows. So you see two goblins with no heads, or one has no head. And then there's the corpse of a long kind of serpent-looking or worm-looking creature that ends in a beak with 4 tentacles that split out from it.
Have we not seen this before?
I don't know if this character's ever seen. I don't know if your characters have ever seen a Grick before.
Was this in front of the other tomb? Something like it?
Yeah, you might have seen a Grick in in Dragon Heist. I can't remember though. But yeah, you definitely. Oh, that's right. The Black Viper killed one. That's right. Yeah, good memory. So yeah, you see a dead Grick covered in goblin arrows. There is a rough-hewn tunnel beyond. Yeah, good memory.
Do you remember this creature? Your girlfriend killed one of them before.
Jewel tries to remember. Probably.
Regardless, if there's one, there may be more. It killed 2 goblins. Should we just, I don't know, shove corpses into this hallway or?
My thought was if we can drag 8 together back a little way into the hall that may be safe, according to what we were told. Well, what I was told by the questions I asked, then that might be the best place to.
The one with the
Right.
gelatinous cube in it.
No, not that. Not that far.
What about that closet?
Just put 8
Yes.
back in the closet.
Shove me in a closet and just leave me.
Like a broken
Next-
vacuum cleaner.
The next dungeon group's gonna come down and be like, "Wow, sweet, a free war.
Sweet Warforged.
Oh, it doesn't work." Oh,
So there,
Oh, it doesn't work.
yeah. So there's the question of getting 8 out of here, which I guess you were saying will
All
require
four
another.
of us could probably manage it. Well, 2 of us and the 2 creatures.
Jewel will happily help.
Yeah,
carry.
8 is definitely stiff as a board, but not light as a feather by any means. So
8 is 600 pounds.
so if you lay them down and you pick them up by the shoulders and like the hips, you could get them up on your shoulders and carry them out. But if you ran into any trouble,
yeah.
Well, that's
it's-
why we wanted to like rest, so Jewel didn't
Sorry,
immediately
I-
die.
gave the wrong number. 8 weighs 450 pounds, and then all the gear, which is another 250. So, oh wait, I gave the right number. It's
Yeah.
700 pounds.
700 pounds,
How much of 8's gear can we put in the bag of holding?
all of it.
All of it.
We should do that first because
So
it's 250 pounds we don't have to carry.
Oh yeah, so 8 just weighs 400 and something pounds.
450.
Okay.
On their own. Yep.
So you
Which-
you strip 8 down like a broken car on the front lawn.
I mean,
them-
they just have a bunch of weapons on them.
put them
right?
up on blocks, and they immediately get vandalized. But yeah, you put all their gear in the bag, and then you
Graffiti on the inside of their plates.
exactly someone writes "wash me" on the side of them. Yeah, and then you can lift. Yeah.
I don't think it's, well, I mean, considering where we are, I don't think it's unquestionably dangerous to try and just take 8 out right now, back the way we came.
Let's
Well,
start moving, and then if it
yeah.
becomes dangerous,
I'm not strong at all, so you guys should be the ones to carry him.
I mean, you have
And
your
of
zombie and your skeleton.
If you,
I'm
if
helping
you're doing it
already.
by the rules, you can push, drag, or lift 30 times your strength score.
My strength score is 8.
mine is 10, so I can lift
Same.
300 pounds. That's so many.
No, but
pounds.
that's not. Remember, that's
push, lift, or drag.
push,
That's
lift,
like
or drag. That's like the
5 feet.
maximum amount. It's not like lift over your head and walk around with it. It's like get it off of the ground for maybe a minute and then
I
you have
mean,
to drop it
if
again.
the zombie, the skeleton, and the 2 of you are all carrying 8, it should be fine.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
four
let's do
four
it.
four of you can carry 8. Yeah.
As a point of trivia, by themselves, 8 can push, drag, or lift 1,200 pounds.
Sick.
All right, next time let the Intellect Devourer come after Jewel instead.
Anyhow,
rest of the party.
so
That's
I
fine.
will say I'm already helping and point to the zombie and the skeleton and refuse to lift 8.
Jewel will take a leg.
Yep, I'm gonna help as much as I can.
Okay.
And then I will direct my skeleton and my zombies to lift and go along with Jewel and 8. They're just like to go in the same direction. I guess follow me while carrying him would be fine, right?
So you have to go in front then,
Yeah.
and they come in and
This is going to be great. Okay, so the direction where we'd be going is back the way we came, which is this way.
Mhm.
Is that okay? Come along.
All right, onwards.
Okay, so you enter the north-south hallway. At the end of this hall, at which you know there is a door that leads back into the candlelit
Mhm.
area.
And I'm assuming you're all following.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we got to bring 8. So
Yeah, it's a whole process.
Yeah, I mean, Dave can still move 8's token. So
Sorry, I will move it in a second. I just had to reload the thing. It
it's
was
okay.
stuck
All
on-
right, carry on. Just move yourselves around.
Yep.
Oh, I know.
I'll be there. I just got
I gotta look. I gotta be able to see. Yeah, I can't like my skeletons don't have any vision, so I have to go back to see them. Okay, we're fine though.
Sorry.
It's okay. I got you, Dave. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
So you reach the hallway that led into the Halaster dimension.
Yep.
Okay.
Halaster zone.
Yeah.
Halaster zone.
It sounds like a drug that you take. Like it's an antipsychotic.
Yeah.
Halastrazone.
Oh yeah, it totally does.
Sorry, I built this whole dungeon when I was off my Halastrazone, and I know it doesn't make any sense, but I'm on my medication again. Everything's fine, except that I turned into a pile of goo. Okay, all right. So carry on through the candlelit
Yeah,
area.
I'm like just like as a point because I know we're all like going or whatever, but I'm not going any more than 30 feet in front of the party.
Yeah, sounds
Nope,
like a good idea.
I'm trying to keep up with you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
can't-
assume we're carrying 8.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll just nudge 8 along with you. Okay, you come to the set of double doors that lead into
Right.
the snake-headed naked woman statue room.
Yeah.
And then from here, you can leave either out this door, back through the dead wizard Dweomer core thing, or you can
This is
squeeze
the
through
way
here.
out.
However, there
That's
is
the
no
problem.
way you can squeeze through there and carry 8 with you.
All right, fine. We'll go through the mirror hallway, and then that way also leads.
Oh
back.
right, of course.
Let's
Yeah.
go this
Okay.
way.
Hmm.
Still going ahead.
Okay. I mean, we can moldvay this shit. If you can just describe to me the direction that you're going.
So we go back up the hall, past the bugbear corridor, into the mirror corridor, through the mirror corridor to the central room, then out through to the shield room, then up the rope.
Close. Yeah. You get as far as the pillar room,
Yeah.
which is the intersection you're talking about, which
Yeah.
I will happily drag
Ah.
you all to. Yeah, you're all
Okay,
up here
there.
now. Welcome to that room. But from here, there's the demon hallway first.
Oh yeah, demon hallway first.
Demon hallway. That one.
So
Barley.
just to describe what I was explaining, the Moldvay way of doing this is the way that we play old school D&D. If the players want to get from a place, and the word is Moldvay, it's an old version of D&D. If they want to get from a place in the dungeon where they are to a different place, they can just look at their map or do it by memory if they have a good memory by describing what turns they take and through what rooms they travel. So what Elf did here was say, okay, we go through this room, then that room, then this room. And then usually if you goof it up, what I do is be like, okay, yeah, except that it wasn't a left, it was a right. And then I roll for a random encounter if you mess it up. But there was no encounter in this room. You get back to this one. This is the intersection that you had not gone up these stairs yet.
Yeah. we
And
haven't
then
gone
this
up that
hallway is the one that is encrusted with demon
Barley's.
stuff. And then with the dead Kenku pointing at the
Right.
relief over here.
So we should continue.
Are we gonna find out eventually that the bird pointing at X is just like a pun? Just like got nothing to do with anything.
I don't know. You didn't really investigate it. You just kind of walked past it. So
Yeah. I looked at the Skelly boy.
Yeah,
but you didn't look at what he was pointing at.
I did too.
You
So
glanced at it.
It was one of the things. It was one of the
It was,
barley.
yeah.
It was
Anyway.
the-
Okay, so you get back to the room with the sand and the shields on the walls, and yeah, there's like a little rope you can pull for elevator service. But what are you gonna do about your zombie and your skeleton, because they're not allowed in the streets of Waterdeep or the Yawning Portal?
Shove them in the bag.
Is there room
Yeah.
in the bag with all your
How much
gear?
can the bag carry?
500.
Leave
Okay,
them
yeah.
here.
We can shove them in the bag. I can ask them to play dead, but then
Remember,
they
you
would-
have to be back in 24 hours to renew.
or they'll just stop obeying any commands I've given it.
Yes, and then you'll have two wandering. So you'll have to fight them again.
It
I
can
mean-
it can reassert my control over up to 4 creatures I have animated with the spell. So when we come back down, I could just reassert my control over them.
Oh, I see. So if you use the spell research, all right. So if you see them again, you can cast the spell on them to like grab them again. They're just.
Do we have
around
any
forever.
rope?
Yes.
You can put them in the bag though. So.
Oh, we can. I
Oh,
will
yeah,
put
yeah.
them
There's room in the bag because you brought 4 down here.
I will put them in the bag.
So you take the bag, pull it over their shoulders, yank it down to the floor,
A
scoop it up.
skeleton does not weigh very much.
Do it again, scoop it up, yoink, and then.
Way more of it taking good care of its bones and had enough calcium.
Ding. Yeah, right. Unfortunately, you got the only bugbear in the dungeon that has osteoporosis, and his leg bones just snap off. Yeah.
Oh,
All right. So you send down the bucket. You get back in and get pulled back up into the Yawning Portal. So let's take our last break here, and when we get back, we'll talk about 8's options for recovery and what you want to do. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back.